Imagine a startup born in the war on terror, co-founded by Peter Thiel, PayPal co-founder, Stephen Cohen, Joe Lonsdale, and Alex Karp in 2003. They named it Palantir after the seeing stones from Lord of the Rings, kind of a flashy way to say we'll see everything. In its early days, Palantir's tech was a spy gadget. Government and intelligence agencies used it to connect the dots in chaos. Think, one map with every terrorist network threaded together. Over time, Palantir swiped a page from Tony Stark's playbook and repackaged that secret sleuth software for the commercial world. Today, Palantir pitches itself as an AI software leader, stitching together data lakes and AI models so enterprises can make decisions in real time. In fact, Forrester just named Palantir a leader in AI/ML platforms, praising its vision of mixing humans and machines on an AI mesh platform. Since their IPO, Palantir has grown like a Facebook newsfeed, fast and possibly everywhere. In the latest quarters, Palantir's revenue is up 39% year-over-year. U.S. sales are booming, a 75% jump in the latest quarter, and analysts are daydreaming about $90, $115 stock prices. In Yoda terms, strong this company is becoming. The Palantir ontology, making data speak one language. Yes, really. At the heart of Palantir's magic is something called an ontology. This sounds geeky, but basically it's Palantir's way of teaching computers the meaning of data, so everything plays nice. Analogy time, ontology is like the Rosetta Stone for a company's data. Palantir's own blog says ontology provides the map that links together data and meaning by defining the nouns and verbs of your business. For example, a bank's ontology might explicitly include account, transaction, and product. Those are the nouns. Verbs might be debit or transfer. Palantir makes these definitions explicit. Why does that matter? Well, data by itself is like Lego blocks dumped on the floor. You have to know the shape and color of each piece before you can build anything cool. Without ontology, one spreadsheet's customer_ID might not match another's user ID. Palantir's ontology acts like a common dictionary. It says, aha, both are the same thing, and automatically translates between systems. This means when you pour in a bunch of raw data, maybe Excel reports, SQL tables, JSON feeds, Palantir's platform slaps labels on everything according to its ontology. Suddenly, all your data lives in one shared language, like all characters on stage speaking English instead of a kitchen sink dialect. In human terms, ontology makes writing data programs like building with Lego instead of carving from stone. Developers don't spend months wrangling databases. The ontology says account in one place equals account everywhere, so apps just run. Palantir puts it bluntly. Ontologies create a common vocabulary that unifies disparate systems. With that, building apps on the data becomes as simple as clicking and dragging, rather than hard-coding every new report. Think of it as an OS for data. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But also note this, bad companies can blow up your portfolio. Consistency is good, but might not compensate you for bad companies. The difficult part is how to pick great companies. Become a member to get member-only videos about stock updates that could change your financial life. Find the link in the video description section below. Palantir versus Sofi, platform strategies face off. Here's the showdown. Palantir and Sofi both bet on platforms, but in different arenas. Palantir built Foundry and Gotham, Apollo, AIP, etc. A data/AI operating system sold to governments and companies across industries. Its goal is to be the universal middleware that every big organization uses for data-driven decisions. Some visionaries even call it an AI mesh of interoperable services. Imagine Palantir as the quarterback of a data team, calling plays and handing off data to the wide receivers of AI models. Sofi, on the other hand, is stitching together a fintech stack. It's not just a digital bank for consumers. It's a platform that others can plug into. Sofi's Galileo/Technisys core gives banks and fintechs an easy way to launch checking accounts, credit cards, loans, much like AWS gives companies a way to launch servers or databases. Even Sofi's own comment shows this. Combining Galileo and Technisys would create an end-to-end vertically integrated banking technology stack, supporting everything from deposits to credit cards via APIs. In sports terms, Palantir is playing on the AI data field. SoFi is playing on the financial services field. Both are decked in tech armor, but with different rulebooks. Despite their differences, the growth playbooks look eerily similar. Both companies want to be platform kings in their domains. Palantir opens Foundry to more companies. The more clients connect their data, the stronger the network. SoFi expands its FSPL strategy, financial services productivity loop, by cross-selling products to its user base and by selling its core tech to others. Both rely on switching costs. Once a bank has invested in Palantir's ontology, or once a fintech is built on Galileo's APIs, it's hard to jump ship. It's even cute how their corporate speak converges. Palantir boasts of AI agents and an outcome-based partnership model, kind of like SoFi's, will give you a turnkey lending engine and only win if you win. Palantir pictures itself as the silent backend for everything, while SoFi pictures itself as the Amazon of money. In fact, SoFi's executives literally say they're building AWS of fintech, just as Palantir claims to deliver something like an AI mesh for enterprises. The bullish case for SoFi is $110 possible. Now let's shift into full investor mode, with a wink. If Palantir can trade in the triple digits, why not SoFi? We're going to build a bull case for SoFi hitting $110 per share. Cringe? Ambitious? Maybe, but here's why the optimists are out with rocket fuel. 1. Expanding ecosystem, so many members. SoFi's group of 10+ million members and nearly 16 million financial products is no small thing. By cross-selling its productivity loop, each new user brings in multiple revenue streams: banking, loans, credit cards, insurance, etc. This bootstraps growth. SoFi added 800K members in just Q1 2025, up 34% YOY. It's like a playground where once kids join, they tend to buy snacks, rides, and souvenirs. If SoFi can keep adding users and products at a high clip, and Q1 suggests it can, revenue should follow. 2. Profitability and scale. SoFi just printed its first full year of GAAP profit for $198.7 million in 2024. In Q1 2025 was profitable too, earnings of $71 million. Management expects to stay there, guiding roughly $320, $330 net income for 2025. That incremental profit rate, 9% of new revenue, is healthy for a growing company. In an AWS analogy, once you build cloud data centers, each extra server yields high margin. SoFi's tech segment is doing just that. Already, the combined financial services plus tech platform revenue is nearly half of sales, and both segments grew a stunning 52% year-over-year in Q4 2024. If SoFi reinvests wisely, they plan to, profits could jump further. 3. Tech leverage. Here's the secret sauce. SoFi's technology platform, Galileo/Technicis, is a scalable, high-margin business. Software platforms trade at higher multiples than banks, and SoFi's loan engine is actually similar to a SaaS business model. Right now, that segment may be smaller, but it's growing fast. Over the long run, if the tech platform becomes a big chunk of revenue, SoFi's bottom line could look more like a tech company's, where the PE is north of 30. For example, Galileo's own stats, it powers 168 million accounts worldwide, up 15% YOY. Even if SoFi gets a modest piece of those APIs or licenses, the leap in gross profits could be huge. 4. Low capital intensity, high fees. Unlike a traditional bank, SoFi doesn't hold most of the loans on its books, it sells or sponsors them. This makes it less capital hungry. The result? More of their revenue is fee income like platform fees, interchange, etc., which SoFi's CEO calls higher ROE, higher cash business. In Q4 2024, fee revenue was up 63% YOY. This shift to fees should boost return on equity dramatically. As a toy example, imagine if $1 of every new revenue stream goes straight to the bottom line at 9% incremental margin. That's like sprinkling magic dust on growth. 5. Market mispricing. Currently, SoFi trades around low $12 per share, valuing the company at roughly $18 to $19 billion market cap. Compare that to Palantir's billions in profit and $80 plus stock price, or even to neobank peers, many of whom are barely profitable or losing money. With SoFi rapidly proving profitability and owning loads of fintech tech, an argument can be made that the market hasn't caught up yet. Remember, Just months ago, Palantir was derided as a meme stock, and now analysts have it knocking on the door of triple digits. If investor sentiment gives SoFi a similar re-rating, we could see dramatic share gains. Crystal ball time, $110 scenarios. How might SoFi actually get to $110? Here are some bullish drivers. Continued user growth. If SoFi maintains 30% plus YOY growth in members/products, revenue could be $4 billion by 2027. At a 25x PE, still realistic for growth banks, that'd support a stock price 5-10x current levels. Yes, that math yields big numbers. Tech platform wins. Suppose large banks or fintechs write big checks for SoFi's tech, Galileo/Technices, that could add hundreds of millions more in high-margin revenue. Even a few deals like the $5 billion Blue Owl loan pact can pump EBITDA. Investor hype. Picture a world where Wall Street starts chanting the AWS of finance mantra. SoFi already flipped from losses to profits, improved its brand awareness to record highs, and has a rockstar CEO. A narrative that SoFi is a bank tech monster could drive the stock on momentum alone. Heck, if CNBC hosts start comparing it to Palantir's breakout, $110 might sound less crazy. We saw that happen with some AI stocks. In short, when we stack it all together, rapidly growing customer base, proven profits, a proprietary tech engine, plus more fee income, SoFi has the ingredients for a monster multiple. Will it get to $110? Only time will tell, but the bulls will say, never bet against growth and tech leverage. It's our privilege that God loves us and gave his only begotten Son to die for our sins, and that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. John 3 verse 16. Want more information? Please check the description section. All right, my dear beloved of God. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this. I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will definitely give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful and educative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Join us and become a member for more stock news. Find the link in the video description section below. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Blessings to you. See you in the next video by God's providence.